Gentlemen, this is Mantelligence. My name's Beardy, and this is my pal Kay. I was looking back at one of our older videos, and I wanted to revive a previous topic and add some points to it.
Which one, Beardy?
You know the video where we talked about how to attract 99.9% of girls with 5 alpha male tricks?
Ah, yes. I know that video has some pretty solid points.
Exactly, and I thought now would be a good time to share some new ways to attract girls, but with ones that are a little unusual. In this video, we'll be sharing some tips on how to attract women and how to get them to like you back.
Plus, at the end of this video, we'll be giving you one thing that you're doing wrong in trying to win her attention. All right, let's get to it.
Number 7. Manners matter. Selena Gomez's Kill 'Em With Kindness song said it best, but in this case, you don't actually want them dead, just head over heels for you.
That's right. One of the best secrets on how to make a girl like you is simple. Show them your manners. There are plenty of women who find kindness in a guy super sexy.
I know, that's one quality that really stands out. It makes you look way hotter than your physical qualities. But remember that you should always put your best foot forward towards everyone, not just the ladies.
You know what, Beardy? I previously dated this guy, Greg, who I thought was a really awesome guy. He was really cute and knew all the right things to say to make me blush. But...
What happened, Kay?
Well, let's put it this way. He was only showing me his good side, which was actually far from his real persona. I noticed that he was rude to the waitstaff, which was one thing that really turned me off to him.
Here's the thing. Being consistent is actually one of the alpha male body language tricks every guy should do when they're trying to know how to impress a girl. When you're showing her kindness, but you're not kind to other people, your message will be doubted and she will think you're not being genuine with her. So if you want to know how to be more attractive, it's simple. Be more kind. Make sure to check out this video to learn about the rest of the alpha male body language tricks every guy should do here.
Number 6, walk a dog. It may sound weird, but this is actually based on a 2014 experiment with 100 Israeli women as the respondents. According to the results of the study, women preferred men that owned a dog over other men. The reason why this is a good strategy on how to attract girls is because women believe pet ownership indicates that the man is capable of making a long-term commitment. Not only that, it makes him appear happier, more relaxed, and much more approachable. Even if you don't own a dog, hanging out with someone is one of the tips to look more attractive. Number 5, breathe. Another study on how to be attractive to women showed that being mindful is a huge plus for the ladies. The study showed that women, in general, are more attracted to mindful men, whereas men are more naturally drawn to women who are physically attractive.
So what does being mindful mean when you're learning how to be more attractive? Mindfulness is being present in the moment. And being present, especially when you're with a girl, can be ridiculously attractive to her. But how does one become mindful, you ask? There are a lot of different ways, but my favorite is by turning off that monkey mind and focusing on my breathing. If you're like me, you can get a lot in your head. A lot. But when you're up there, it's easy to forget that your thoughts aren't real and you're missing what's happening right in front of you. So the next time you feel Larry jumping around in your head, stop and focus on your breathing. It requires constant practice to get good at it, but if you try it once, you'll notice how helpful it can be, especially when you're with a girl and you can't stop imagining your future life together.
Being mindful and present in the moment will make a girl crazy for you because you'll be focusing on her and not be distracted by our pal Larry here. Want to know how else you can be calm as can be around women? Check out our other tips on how to make a girl crazy for you. It's gotten over 11,000 likes.
Number 4. Captive by scent. Do you want to know how to get a girl to like you without doing anything at all? Here's a little secret that guys really need to know. If you want to know how to get your crush to like you, you gotta know how to be appealing to her. And one way you can do that is by making sure you practice good hygiene at all times.
That's right. Apart from making sure that you always shower, be sure to wear a good cologne that meshes well with your natural scent. Smelling good is one tip on how to attract women, and a study in 2009 proved that it works. The researchers of the International Journal of Cosmetic Science discovered that men who used scented spray felt more attractive and had higher self-confidence. The aroma attracts women to men, and at the same time, the scent allows men to display a more confident attitude. In simpler terms, smelling good makes you feel confident that you don't smell bad. And that's good.
Hey y'all, just want to remind you that we still have 3 more weird tips on how to attract women. And also, don't forget at the end of this video, we'll be giving you one crucial nugget of wisdom that instantly turns women off. You ready to hear more? Let's get back to it.
Number 3, the George Clooney effect. I don't know about you, but I find George Clooney as the perfect example of a sexy older man. And apparently, I'm not the only one who thinks an older-looking guy is hot. As seen in one study, there are women who actually prefer older men. Heck, I know a few.
Me too. So fellas, one weird trick to get girls to chase you is simple. Be proud of your age. Act a little older than you are, especially if you're still young. What that means is you have to be bold in your actions. You have to be confident enough to disagree with a girl in some cases, and to do that, you gotta know who you are and what you believe in. Girls love a man who's sure of himself, but not to the point he becomes egotistic. It's a balancing act that requires constant self-reflection. So, revisiting our example, George Clooney, he's a guy who exudes confidence wherever he is, which is because he knows who he is and what he stands for. So, be more like George Clooney. If you want to learn more of our tricks to get girls to chase you, make sure to check out our other video. It's gotten over 2 million views already.
Number 2, volunteer, my dear. Another weird tip you need to know on how to get your crush to like you has to do with volunteering. Remember how we talked about kindness back in our first item? Well, we're talking about it again. Here's why. Men who do volunteer work are attractive to women because a guy who uses his time to help others is clearly a good person. Sure, you've got a full-time job and you have responsibilities at home. Everyone does. But if you opt to do some volunteer work during your free time instead of being a couch potato, hello, Mr. Stud, and goodbye, Mr. Spud. Plus, let's be honest, there's a 0% chance you'll meet someone just sitting at home. But there's a non-zero chance you can meet your next girlfriend at a volunteer event.
Number 1, attention action. Before we give you your last weird trick on how to be more attractive to the ladies, we need your undivided attention. Do we have it? Good. You now know our last trick to attract girls. It's one of the best tips on how to get your crush to like you. If you truly want her to fall for you, you have to pay attention to her and make her feel like she's the only girl in the world, especially when you're on a date with her. While talking to her, look into her eyes, not at the girl's butt that just walked by. Plus, you gotta keep mental notes on the things she says. Then in later conversations, you can mention those things to her and she'll feel special that you remembered them. In turn, she'll enjoy your presence and be impressed because you remember even the smallest details.
However, you have to be careful with this. Don't be the nice guy and risk ending up in the friend zone. Even when you're giving her attention, you have to make sure that you're still being an alpha male and not too intense. Remember, play it cool. How? Check out this video where we give you a ton of tips so you don't end up being the nice guy.
Well, here we are. Now we're down to the one thing that turns women off. If there's one thing that is a huge miss with women, it's men who still believe in gender roles. You know, things like believing men are the stronger gender just because they're male, and stuff like women belong at home and not in the workplace. If you insist this notion to them, well, you might as well just disappear into thin air because you've just lost any chance you've ever had seeing her again. See, women will be more attractive to you when they feel you treat them as equals, and they'll even warm up to you when you do. Women always have been just as strong and capable as men, and in 2020, if you still can't see that, then you're the only person you can blame for being single.
Do you know of any more weird tricks to attract women? Let us know in the comments below. Gentlemen, do you want to know more tricks like the ones we've shown in this video? Well, you're in luck, because here at Mantelligence, we don't run out of tips to attract women. In fact, we have another video where we give you 5 alpha male tricks that will teach you how to look more attractive to girls 99.9% of the time. Make sure to check it out here so you'll be all set.